What's up, everybody? Logan here with Logan Built. Back here in the shop tonight, here in the build room, doing a little bit of cleaning, get ready for work next week. Something I like to do at the end of the next week, get the build table all cleaned up, ready to go for the next set of jobs. Usually while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the week that I just had, reflecting on that, thinking about next week, the jobs that are coming in. And while I was doing that, thought about some stuff that I encountered this week that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I've been building these 4748s for 5 years now, full time, and I've seen a lot of stuff come to the door. Some stuff good, and a lot of stuff junk and everywhere in between. And over the last few years in the industry, it seems like there's a misconception that all of this 4748 stuff is created equally. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. That is absolutely not the case. There's definitely some really good stuff out there on the market, and there is a whole lot of really bad stuff and everything in between. So when you're doing some research on this stuff, you really need to be doing some research on this. These transmissions are very expensive. It's nothing to spend $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 on a transmission. And the higher in horsepower you are, the more power you have, the more important that the components that goes in to these transmissions, you gotta make sure that they're nice quality parts. If you've been following me for any time at all, you know that I'm a big stickler on quality parts. And so everything that I put into any of my builds, I believe in it 100%. I stand behind it. I believe that it's the best stuff on the market. Had to recently this week fix a couple things for some people who thought that they had some good parts. They spent really good money on these parts, and they really didn't have a whole lot. Not for the power level that they were trying to use, not for the conditions that they were trying to use these in. And this is a really common reoccurring theme that I see in here is guys buy stuff kind of blindly. They're not really doing any research. They're just going off of whoever has the best social media, who's ever posting the most, whoever has the most trophies, and they end up with stuff that they're not happy with. And some of these guys spend a lot of money on this stuff. And the problem is when they spend, $10,000 the first time around, and they have issues with it, it doesn't last very long, and they start calling around, and they get in touch with someone like me, and I talk to them and I educate them on the process, why I use the parts I use. A lot of times I'll take the time to go over with them what has happened with their products, to see why the failure occurred. And a lot of times it's not anything that the people are doing wrong. It's just that they're not using parts with a high enough quality for what they're doing. So really stress to you guys to take some time on this stuff. Do your research. Go online, search around, look at these companies, do some phone calls to your buddies. We've all got friends that are into this stuff. These are big purchases. You don't want to just whimsically go and order something. And then once you have a couple shops nailed down that you're thinking about working with, give them a call, get on the phone, talk to them. Can you get a hold of the tech department? Can you get a hold of somebody doing the transmission build? If you call one of these shops and they kick you off to some receptionist, or they get somebody on there that doesn't know what they're doing, never touched a transmission in their life, just hang up and call the next guy. I know that sounds harsh, but it's just the reality of it. If you can't get a hold of these people, or if they're being short with you, this is before they have your money. So just imagine how they're going to treat you, or how your communication is going to be with these people after they've already gotten your money. So there is some really good stuff out there. Like I said, there's some really bad stuff out there. So it's up to you as the consumer to take a little time, do a little bit of research, call these places, and ask the hard questions. If you don't know things, educate yourself. There's plenty of videos out there, plenty of videos on my channel, plenty of videos on other people's channel. Take some time, do a little bit of research, and save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of time and money, backwards spending in the long run. So that's all I got for this one, guys. It's just a heartbreaker when I see guys come in here that have already heavily invested into a truck. They got some parts that aren't what they thought they were, and now they got to spend more money to get it right. And a lot of times I see those guys quit. They give up on diesels all in general. They go find something else to do. They pick up some golf clubs. They go bass fishing. It's not good for the industry. It's not good for any of us. So do some research, get some quality parts, talk to a shop that's going to give you the time of day, and you'll ultimately have a much better outcome, and you'll be happy in the sport. That's all I got for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.